What's a G20? The G20 is a multilateral cooperation format out of 18 major countries and the European Union. The G20 represents more than 60% of the Earth population, 75% of global trade, and 80% of world GDP. Establishment history. G20 established in 1999 for the integration of G7 members. The G20 embraced developed and developing countries to jointly address the crisis shifting through Asia, Russia, and Latin America. As for the G20 aim, it empowers a strong, sustainable, balanced, and inclusive global growth. The G20 was initially the meeting of the finance minister and the central bank governor. One of the G20 biggest success was her support in the 2008 global financial crisis. The G20 has helped change the face of global financial governance by initiating coordinated fiscal and monetary stimulus package on a very large scale. The G20 also encouraged increased loan capacity as well as major development bank. The G20 is credited with helping the world return to its path of growth, as well as encouraging some important financial reform. The greatest in history, the Indonesian G20 presidency successful produced G20 Bali Leaders Declaration for the Restoration of the World Bali, November 19, 2002. President RI Joko Widodo has handed over symbolically the leadership of the G20 presidency to Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The closing session of the G20 summit in Bali last Wednesday. The next year, the G20 relaunch chapter of the G20 presidency also saw the end of the Indonesian G20 presidency to be continued next year by India. The success of the establishment of the Indonesian G20 presidency has also been marked by the success to adopt and validate the G20 or G20 Bali Leaders Declaration. In addition to being able to work out the best solution during a year of leadership in the face of new crises and challenges that arise, the G20 Indonesian presidency series of activities can also have a positive impact on national economic. And the G20 is made up of South Africa, the United States, Argentina, Australia, Brazil, India, Indonesia, Germany, Italy, Japan, Mexico, the Republic of Korea, Russia, France, China, Turkey, and the European Union. In the face of a global problem, G20 takes 3 meetings. The agenda begins at the world group level, minister and deputies meeting, and concludes with a summit conference.